body baby oh, ah, his body baby oh, yeah yeah, it's a bad man thing, yeah yeah. Bad girl make you wine to the bass, nah nah. Give me that thing where I go feel late, nah nah. The way you back it up, the way you bust in the place, nah nah nah.
Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. Adiatu here, Naturallyads on YouTube. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I achieve these goddess slash bohemian faux locs. I'm just gonna let you guys go ahead and watch this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. So yeah, without further ado, I'm just gonna let you guys go ahead and watch this video.
You don't know, bad man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. His body baby oh, ah, his body baby.
So this is what it looks like. This is how long it is cut in half. So I'm just going to get my scissors and cut it straight in half, like so. So I've got that one ready. Now I'm going to do this one. So pretty much the same thing. I don't know how long this one is either, but I'm going to cut it in half. So cut this in half once again too. So now I've got my two sections ready. I'm just going to alternate between them, and now I'm going to turn around and show you how I'm doing these braids. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing. If you can't, I apologize. But yeah, let's turn around. Okay, so I'm gonna be using some jam for my for the braids to like make sure all the little hairs get in, and I'm gonna be using my favorite parting comb to be parting. So I'm just gonna start at the back and do a curved part like so. I think this is the size I'm gonna go for. I'll probably go a bit smaller, know me, but my parts are never really the same size unless I'm doing box braids or someone else's hair, but I'm not really someone that's fussed about those type of things. But yeah, so with the jam I'm gonna get it around the parting like so. And then I'm going to start to braid. So not too tight but not loose at the same time. I'm going to braid a few times, continue to braid down until I get to about here. I think for the back here's a good place to stop, so I'm going to start with the Bohemian curl. I'm not going to use this whole thing, I'm going to split in half. So first you just pull the strand to get away all the, there's like kind of like a hard casing over it, and then I'm going to split it like so, and as you can see it came apart easily. So then just to get the curl back, you just wrap it kind of around your finger to make it less frizzy. I don't really mind the frizz because my hair is frizzy, but yeah, and then when I mousse it, it's gonna all clump together. But here's the first piece. I am gonna braid it kind of on a fold, so this part is longer and the other part is shorter, so I'm going to add it into my hair like so and braid it in kind of tight. It's hard when I can't see what I'm doing. So once I've braided it a bit, I'm just going to twist my hair until I get to the end of my own natural hair, and then I just twirl it around, and here is the first one done. So I'm going to show you one more with the other hair, and then I'm going to come back when I finish the back and on the front, so you guys can see what I'm doing properly, because I'm not really sure you can even see what I'm doing on the back. So I'm going to go to this side now.
The way she a wine make a man wanna praise the wine. She a gypsy girl, she a fine like the sunrise. The way she move make a man cry. I'm feeling her so I want it more. That me low, tell me what you want and know. Me I no go lose control. Bad man I feel your flow. Wine I'm slow, this one no be private show. That me low, tell me what you want and know. I go give you all and more. Bad man I feel your flow. Wine I'm slow, this one no be private show. You're done now.
This hair is kind of a bit silky, so it's harder to braid. Wow, I'm gonna turn around and do this one because you kind of need to see what I'm doing because it's so silky.
Bad man. Yeah.
Gotta make sure it's nice and secure. Once it is, so a few braids.
It's a bad man.
And then do a 2-strand twist past where the end of your hair meets and a few bits down. So I kind of do it until the short bit is finished. But once I get to the front, I'm probably just going to stop where my head is because my hair is longer, obviously, up here. So I hope you guys saw that, but anyways, I'm going to do the rest of the back off camera. Okay, so I finished the back and I've started doing the individual braids at the front, so I'm just going to quickly show you the back. Kind of did it small and it was kind of a bit smaller than I expected, but now I'm kind of stuck with it. I do like small braids, it's just that I couldn't be bothered. Didn't want to be doing this for long, but if you guys can see, this is how small it is at the back. I started with individual braids. I've already added braiding hair to this one here, but I'm going to show you guys like a few braids out of a whole row of single braids and add in the braiding hair once again. So to make it easier for myself, I usually just like braid a few and then add the braiding hair because it just makes it go faster. And
follow me, baby, make you follow me. Yeah. It's a bad man thing, yeah. Bad girl make you wine to the bass, nah. That thing where I go feel late, nah. The way you back it up, the way you bust in the place, nah. Oh, yeah. Steady on time, yeah, don't be late, nah. Said I'm in love with you, and I'ma give you anything you want, and I'ma give you anything you need. Bad man, yeah, wine I'm doing. Said I'm in love with you, and I'ma give you anything you want, and I'ma give you anything you need. Bad man, yeah, wine I'm to the beat. That me low, tell me what you want to know. Me I no go lose control. Bad man I feel your flow. Wine I'm slow, this one no be private show. That me low, tell me what you want to know. I go give you all and more. Bad man.
Okay, so as you can see, my whole head is now done. So as you can see, it looks like pick and drop, if you guys know what that is. But yeah, as you can, and all the curls are blended in, like they kind of look okay together. So I'm just going to show you the parts. I kind of like basically did most of them with my fingers, especially in the middle when I couldn't see. I only did kind of the front part properly with my comb and some of the back. And I've started doing the locking process here, as you can see. So the goddess locks have started, but I just wanted to show you what it looks like before I start locking it properly. I'm going to show you guys how I do the locking part. So I'm just going to tie this away quickly. I'm going to do one at the front so it's easier to see. I'm going to do this one. So basically I'm going to show you how I separate the hair. So as you can see, the strand is quite thick, so what I do is separate it into 2 or 3 depending on how thick it is. But first I start by separating each of the ends so it doesn't, like, you know, get tangled, and then I go into it. So this one will probably be 3 and get a third of it, pull it apart, separate it, and then the remaining fat part I split that into half again. So then now I have 3 pieces of the black braiding hair. So this one is the thinnest, so I'm going to keep this one to do something else with it. Okay, so this thin part, I'm going to cut it into 4, so I have little pieces to add onto the end of the locks, because most of the time I don't need a long length. So these are the shorter pieces that I use when the longer piece finishes, to like finish off the lock, but I'm going to show you what I mean. So I'm going to show you about 2, talking through it, and then I'm going to do a few more on camera, because I know the last time I did this I only did 2 and I think it needed a bit more. So what I do is I get my crochet needle and I put it through the base of the braid, and I get the strand of the wrapping hair, hook it on and pull it through. So for this I'm going to have a short side and a long side, so I'm going to make the side kind of short. And then first how I start is I wrap the short side around a few times to start the lock. After a few wraps I'm going to pull it up, well push it up should I say, and then I'm going to get my clip and hold down the root so it doesn't like twist. And now I'm going to take the short side and add it with the braid and get the longer side and start wrapping properly. So I'm just going to keep wrapping from right to left all the way around, but you guys will probably do the opposite way if you're using your right hand, and then just pull it up. It doesn't really matter which way you wrap it, it's just what feels natural to you. And after every few wraps just push the hair up so all the gaps are covered and it doesn't end up looking like a twist, because it will if you don't pull it up, and at the end it will be very loose. So just do that all the way down, and you can kind of stop wherever you want, as long as after your hair is done you can stop wherever you want depending on how much of the curl you want to be shown. So I alternate between lengths to make it look more natural, and I just kind of like how that looks. Oh no, it came out. Okay, so let's just pretend that didn't happen. As you can see, the lock is forming, and always remember to push it up after every few locks to make sure the lock is forming correctly. Then after I'm done with this, I'm gonna get the other half of this strand and join it to like a bit high up on where that one ended, wrap it around, then continue to wrap down. The reason I start a bit higher up from where the last strand ended is to make sure that strand doesn't unravel, because if you start exactly where it ends, this will start to get loose and it won't look pretty, trust me. So then you just wrap around. Sometimes the joining point is visible depending on if like the second strand is not thin, but I don't really mind it. Sometimes it is seamless, so I don't really care about that, because the locks are not really meant to look perfect. But if you don't want that bump, just be cautious of adding thinner hairs as you go down. Okay, so this is where I want to stop for this one. It's a bit long, but I might cut it later. But now I have this thin layer, so now I'm going to start to wrap back up the strand, and then I'm going to tie a knot like so, and then keep wrapping up, and then tie probably 2 more knots wherever I feel I see fit, and then rub it in my fingers, then rub it in my hand. There you have it, a nice goddess look. The reason I just tie it and not burn it is because when I burn it, it kind of gets stuck together and gets stuck on my clothes, and I find that very annoying, so I just choose not to burn it anymore. So I'm going to do another one. Okay, so I'm going to start by using this 1B, which is a bit thick, and then this T33, which is thinner, and then I'll probably have to end with another of the shorter T33s, but you guys will see what I mean. And yeah, so here we go.
It's a bad man thing, yeah. Bad girl make you wine to the bass, nah nah. Give me that thing where I go feel late, nah nah. The way you back it up, the way you bust in the place, nah nah nah. Oh, yeah. Steady on time, girl, don't be late, nah nah. Said I'm in love with you, and I'ma give you anything you want, and I'ma give you anything you need. Bad man, here, wine I'm through. Said I'm in love with you, and I'ma give you anything you want, and I'ma give you anything you need. Bad man, here, wine I'm through the beat. Tell me low, tell me what you want to know. Me, I no go.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop about here. I might cut some off later, but I have to see how everything else is, and then I'm gonna, you know, frame everything the way I want it. And I'm gonna start wrapping back up. Try a knot. And wrap back up again. Sorry if you can't see me tying a knot, it's kind of long, so I have to put it a bit lower so I can see what I'm doing. Try the knot again and just to roll it around, and there you have it, another one. So I'm gonna take off the clip. So let me show you these two side by side. As you can see, this one's a bit thicker, but it kind of still all looks okay. And then the little curl dangling here, and it kind of looks very, well, yeah, it looks very natural. And as you can see, it's all flexible because you started off with the braids, and then the braiding hair down here is really thin, so the hair is really flexible and it's not stiff the way it would be if you did like a whole braid all the way down.
You don't know. Bad man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This body baby, oh. Ah, this body baby, oh.
Okay, yeah, so now as you can see, I'm now finished basically, more or less. The only thing I have to do is add a few more like loose strands. Sorry. The only thing I need to do is add a few more loose strands of hair. I don't know if you can tell, but there's like random loose strands of the curls crocheted in to just make it look more, you know, bohemian and kind of effortless, which is the style I was going for. But I decided to do the rest on camera so you guys can see what I did to add in the like braiding hair and stuff, well, the loose hair, should I say. So whoa, that dropped on the floor. But yeah, I've added in all the like bohemian curl that I wanted to add. So now I have the loose deep, whatever this was called, the loose wave or whatever. So all I do is just take a thin strand or thick, depending on how I'm feeling. These ones are kind of going to go in the front. And then, sorry, it's been a long time, I'm not prepared for this. And then get it and decide where I want to crochet it. I want to do it here, so I'm doing it at the back of this. So I'm gonna go through, put my crochet needle through the root as usual, hook the hair on. So this hair is going to be kind of not folded in half, folded at angles, so it would be a bit longer. Then all I'm going to do, if it works, is crochet it in. And since this hair is so silky, I'm going to loop it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Pull it tight. Then once that's done, I'm going to get a small strand, tie another knot, and get this strand and split it in half, and then tie another knot, and then it's secure.
Batman here, wine I'm said I'm in love with you, and I'ma give you anything you want, and I'ma give you anything you need. Batman here, wine I'm tell me low, tell me what you want to know. Me I no go lose control. Bad man I feel your flow. Wine no be private show. Tell me low, tell me what you want to know. I go give you all and more. Bad man, I feel your flow. Wine I'm slow. This one no be private show. Your friends they tell you say I be nobody. Been searching all around, but I found nobody. Nobody. Call on me, call on me. I go give you all of me, all of me. Baby, make you follow me, follow me. I go give you all of me, all of me.
Okay, so now I'm done. So if you want to see how long it is, it basically goes down to just below my bust. So it's long, but it's not too long because you know, locks take a long time, so I didn't want it to be extra long. Yeah, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. A few more things. This took me basically 3 days, let's say, and it took me most of the day for all 3 of those days because I started around 12ish and then finished at 12 again at night on each days. No, on the first 2 days it was basically the whole day, and then the third day I started early and finished around 9 o'clock. But yeah, it took me quite a while to do it, and I think if I do it again I'm probably going to do it bigger. But yeah, it was worth it. And yeah, anyways, it's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful for you guys. Comment down below any questions you may have about this hair or the maintenance or anything like that. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.
This body baby, oh. Ah, this body baby, oh. Yeah, yeah. It's a bad man thing, yeah, yeah. Bad girl make you wine to the bass, nah, nah. Give me that thing where I go feel relate, nah, nah. The way you back it up, the way you bust in the place, nah, nah, nah. Oh, yeah. Steady on time, yeah, don't be late, nah, nah. Said I'm in love with you, and I'ma give you anything you want, and I'ma